When trying to learn how to trade on YouTube, you got to go through some pots and pans preachers before you find a true teacher. Let's go deeper. Hey guys, JD here. So, if you didn't grow up in church, you may not understand my intro here today. So, a pots and pans preacher is an individual who makes a lot of noise, has a lot of hype, very energetic, could be very charismatic too, but is saying nothing. It's saying absolutely nothing. He kind of says stuff that tickles your ears, kind of makes you feel good, attaches your, he kind of connects to your emotions, and you feel like you can go out and do better, but he didn't give you any solid word, right? He didn't give you something that sticks to the bone, sticks to your mind, and makes you change, right? So it's like that in trading too. It's a lot of hype out here. It's a lot of, do this and make $1 million in a day. There's few people telling you like me, it's gonna take you a couple of years. It's doable, but you're gonna have to work. A few people out here telling you like, yeah, it's possible, but you're gonna have to practice. There's a few people out here telling you that, how the journey really is. So, I'm just gonna put it out there. I'm a teacher. I'm not a pots and pans preacher. I am a teacher. I like to teach. I like to help people on their trading journey. So, what do I teach? All right, glad you asked. So, I'm gonna run over here to my site. Well, I'm already on it, I guess. Checkyouthere.com. If I go to products, then I go to the IO2S price action trading system. Let's see what I teach. Because you can view everything that's in it. I believe you can. Right here, contents. So, like I said, you have to, you have to get the right information from the right person. That matters. It really does matter, because people don't understand. I can hand you a winning strategy, or I can show you a setup over and over again. But you will take it and you're gonna win sometimes, of course, but you may not win consistently if you're missing other pieces of the puzzle. Trading is a big puzzle, so you have to get all the pieces. So it's great when you can get all the pieces, or the majority of the pieces anyway, in one spot. Then you can just feel confident that, all right, I got the right information. It's a great thing. I got to say, it is a great thing to know you have the right information. It's one thing that when you're trying to trade and you're trying to learn and you're trying to be successful, but you're kind of questioning whether this strategy really works. That's a tough boat to be in. But when you know your strategy works, then you just focus on the mindset that it's gonna take, the discipline that it's gonna take, the patience that it's gonna take to be successful. Once you know you got a strategy that works, and that's the thing, And then even after you get a strategy, some people just make things so complicated that even when the strategy works, you could just overthink things. So one thing that I enjoy is when I go through or not even enjoy, I'm gonna tell you something that I have learned since I've been teaching price action since the beginning of the year. When I look through my comments, I see the same thing over and over again. When I look through the comments of people who've taken my course, I see the same word. Let me say that, not things. I see the same singular word over and over and over again. And I didn't even know this about myself until I started doing this. It's funny how when you find your passion, you actually learn more about yourself too. I had no idea. Honestly, I had no idea I was a teacher. I know I've trained people in corporate America time and time again. So I actually did know I was a great trainer, but teacher, I never really came into my mind. But I didn't really find out that I could teach until I started doing this YouTube. But the singular word I hear over and over again, or I see over and over again in the comments, is simple. That's the word. When people take my course and they write back to me, they say, man, you make it simple. When people comment on my YouTube channels, I'm always hearing this word, simple. I've put it in my title a couple times now because people keep saying that I make it simple. So I believe that a good teacher will make it simple. And so that's what I did with my course. I made everything that I teach, I tried to make it simple, not dumb it down, just make it simple, because it doesn't have to be complicated. Trading isn't complicated. The hard part of trading has to do with your emotions, not the taking the trade. The hardest part of trading has to do with your emotions. How you're going to react after you take a loss. How you're going to react when you lose on the final candle. How you're going to react, when you've been waiting for a trade for an hour. Are you just going to take some nonsense? So the real part, the hardest part of trading is your mindset. It's your emotions. The easy part is actually what I'm teaching right here. This giving you this strategy, showing you this setup, showing you the EMA. All this is easy stuff. The hard stuff happens with your mind. But what do I teach? Let me speed it up. Sorry, I'm kind of on a tangent right now. If I'm doing this really for people who are new to the channel, but here are all the trade setups. But let me back up, because that ain't what's most important. Most important is having the fundamentals, right? I teach you the fundamentals of price action trading. We go through market cycle, the rule of two, Japanese candlestick theory, how to use the 21 EMA, how to box up the range. So I'm just gonna stop right here, because we've been taking range phase summers. I said we've been taking range phase summers. We've been taking range phase setups all summer, right? Hit the like button right now if you've won a range phase trade this summer from watching this channel. Thank you. Hit the like right now. Now, other than that, so again, you have to, I'm not just out here making noise. You gotta teach. So I've been taking a range fade trade. So you see me take the range fade trades, but maybe you don't know how to box up a range. So, I can show you a trade where I enter and win, but I know how to box a range up. Do you know how to box up a range? And it's very easy to do, but it's easy not to do. Or it's easy to do, but it's easy to mess up too. And if your range is in the wrong spot, you done blew the whole trade. It don't matter how the signal candle look. It don't matter where the EMA at. It don't matter anything about the setup. If you box up the range wrong, the whole trade is shot. So you have to be taught how to do that properly. So it's a lot of little things that you teach, So I'm in here trend lines, understanding the signal candles, and I'm still growing in that. And since I've been taking this range fade, the power of the wick, understanding what that smart money is doing. Man, I hope you've been watching these videos. This last month or the last 2 weeks, we've been putting out some hot stuff. But anyway, and if you have been watching, I appreciate it. If you haven't, if you new, hey, you want to hit that subscribe button right now, because we've been putting out some hot fire. But anyway, how to count legs, reversal patterns, support and resistance, which I'm going to rename that actually, because I more concentrate on supply and demand than support and resistance. All right. And then I even go over some couple risk management joints. Okay. Then we get to the trade setups. So first I laid a foundation for you before we even start talking about taking a trade. And so I built this in a certain way so that beginning people, brand new people, people who've been struggling, people who knocking on the door to finally starting to be profitable can go through this course, just the fundamentals part, learn a whole bunch of stuff that they never realized. And by the time they get down to the trade, they're excited, like, oh, teach me one of these setups, because I'm about to take them and kill it. And that's how it goes. And so what do I teach? I teach price action trading. What do? I trade price action trading. And so at the end here, also I've been saying my course is a living course. I'm going to continue to add to it. Just like when I started, we were only doing 3-minute setups. Then I've since located a 10-minute setup that's working great and a 5-minute setup that's working great. And so we're going to continue to make the course better. And so here's the new introduction to range fade, 10-minute swing trade. This is like a mini course. This is a 46-minute mini course on how to be successful just taking one setup like we've been doing since June 21st, and we're killing it. Taking nothing but range fades. So I teach, I trade, and it's all here for anybody to learn. So what I'm showing on YouTube every day is what I do every day, and I've put it into video format so that others can learn and get on the right track and start to have a successful trading journey. So that's my spiel for the day. That's my increase episode. That you're gonna have to do some searching when you're out here on this journey to become a profitable trader, and you're gonna have to go through some noise and some hype, and humans gonna do what they do. But at the bottom line, at the end of the day, you're gonna have to use some discernment to find the right information being taught by the right teacher. All right. So as always, as a bonus for staying to the end of this video, I really appreciate you guys too. Hey, if you're new, please subscribe, like, and share. And if you're new, what you don't know is that at the end of every video, I show a live trade example that I've taken, and you'll be able to see, most times I'm able to show the setup and the range that we're in or whatever I'm trading, and then you'll see a trade. So if you're new, always watch to the end to see how, to see a good trade. Sometimes they win. Sometimes they lose, most times they win, but hey, that's how it is. So sometimes you're watching it to be a loss. And but for the most part, I try to show, I show how the day went, show good successful trading, whether you win or not. If you follow the rules, that's all you can do. I've gotten to that point now where, hey, if I win or lose, I'm not about to run and cry or anything. What I'm more concerned about is that I took the proper setup in the proper market condition with a good signal candle. Hey, if I did all that, that's all I can do. And I'll teach you to do that too. So let's get into the trade example for today. All right, we're looking at the Euro USD. It's making pretty good price action. You can see right off the top, we got the trend down, trend break. 1, 2 legs down to a new low, 3 legs down to a new low, and our kill zone is right here. If we can just flush on down, we'd be far enough away from the EMA for a good entry. Last time it was here, worked off the bottom rather nice. Traded down into it. So this is only this will be a second touch. But as you can see the rejection coming into the market. Good distance back to the EMA. We pushing down. Here we go. There we go. All right, we got a touch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got rolling back to the EMA. They just shot it down, didn't they? So we need to push lower first here. Shoot down, trap any shorts, going short too far away from the EMA, and then come back up with a shoot down, then come back up with a beautiful signal candle. This is our 10-minute trade, 92%, and we are locked and loaded. Oh, we got the second touch now. Okay, got the good trap. All right, now can we get a signal candle? Here we come. If it had just turned, I was looking for any green, any color green at all, I would have went. But maybe it's best I didn't. I think we're gonna get some double rejection here. Okay, pushing down, pushing down. Trying it again. Can it make a new low? Could. It couldn't do it. Can't do it, Captain. But it won't give me. We're in 10 minutes, expecting that we're gonna get back to the top of this EMA. and up to the top of this range. So good trade, another good trade. And so I really appreciate you all tuning in, staying to the end. Hey, my name is JD, and as always, I wish you increase on the Sutton. Bye-bye.
We would like to thank you for tuning in to another Increase episode with JD. If you want to learn how to price action trade, please visit www.jdhyder.com and you will find his brand new course, IOTS, Price Action Trading System. We thank you again, and as always, we wish you increase on the Sutton.